score is we will have a new crown champion. But first off, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to start off by doing our land and African ancestors. Hoop Queens recognizes that our organization is based on Treaty 13 lands, traditional territories of the Mississaugas of the Credit. We also recognize that we are located on the traditional home of many other nations, including the Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, Chippewa, and Wendat people. Hoop Queens also acknowledges that all treaty peoples, including those who came here as settlers, as migrants, either in this generation or generations of past, and those of us who came here involuntarily, particularly those that brought these lands as a result of the transatlantic slave trade and slavery. We pay tribute to those ancestors of African origin and descent. Now, first off, I'm going to ask if everyone could please rise as we get ready to sing our national anthem. Please, let's give Angie a big round of applause as she makes her way. Look at Angie all dressed up all nice with the 25 champ t-shirt. Give her another round of applause as she graces us with the Canadian national anthem.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God, keep our land, oh glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Thank you.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, one more time, let's give her a big round of applause. Now, I want to let everybody know that today, this week's championship game is brought to you by our big sponsors, Northcrest, that's in the building as well, too. We got the light blue on with the reps as well, so let's give them a big round of applause as well.
I'm on a long thing. You see, I know if I tell you everything I don't see. Remember time when the money no they come free. All of a sudden, see, I then they rush me. I pray to God, say my matter no go lost me. Back in the dungeon, I can tell you something. No be say I never suffer for this country, but at the same time, stop can no go touch me. So I dey supply the getting. I'm a fresh shooter, enter Christ Avenue. When I get nothing but the vibes and people. And now the lyrics on my flows and the screaming on the tongue revenue. Many things you never knew. They steady wondering what we can never do. So we go show you tonight for the kids. Mama told me they can never do.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Hoop Queens with 5 amazing weeks. Everybody brought out their energy and their skill set. But right now, I want to start off and introduce and let everybody know who our 2 MVPs of the league are. We have a Fan Choice Award. So ladies and gentlemen, our Fan Choice MVP this year, please give a big round of applause to the one and only Angeline Campbell. She's not here, but later on we'll make sure we get her hardware. But now it's time to introduce and let you guys know our league MVP. Ladies and gentlemen, with no further ado, our league MVP from Team Tide, the championship game, who's here and ready. Number 2, Tanea Hilton. She balled out, she showed out. Let's get her right here to center stage. Tanea, lift up that trophy and let them know that you are our Hoop Queen Season 4 2025 League MVP, Tanea Hilton. She has a hard word, and of course, a big shout out to our Foot Locker family that is gonna bless her, make sure she's good with the kicks and fit. But one more time, ladies and gentlemen, give it up, put your hands together. Our league MVP, number 2 from Team Tide, Tanea Hilton. They need that smile, there we go. All right, guys, as we take those pictures, as I told you guys, we are ready. I hope you are ready, and I am ready. Before we start and get our starters, let's give our DJ, who's been holding down Hoop Queens each and every week, DJ Shannon Hill, a big, big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. All right, guys. You guys know it's yours truly on the mic, MC Ebo, the voice of the culture, and I am your host of Hoop Queens. Now it's time to introduce our championship game starters. Our visiting team led by head coach Christine Hyde and assistant coach Shanice Miller. Our starters, our league MVP, number 2, Tanea Hilton. Number 11, our Montreal superstar, Fredley Verrier. Number 12, Janika Griffin Wallace. And number 15, Summer Paul. And of course, our center who's holding it down, number 21, Nahita Oko Obo. Give it up, Team Tide. Those are your starters. Now it's time to introduce our home team led by head coach CJ Nofente and assistant Gibson Edifo. Our starters at number 2, Danielle Garvin. Number 3, Bree Livingston. That was nice, I like that. Number 4, Lachey Dwyer. Number 8, Kia Watt. And last but not least, number 18, Phoenix Gideon. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for both teams. All fans, we appreciate you guys for supporting us each and every week. And if you see what I got on right now, I got my Hoop Queens merch, and I need everybody to go check it out. If you're looking for something to wear in the summertime,
hello, ladies and gentlemen, it all comes down to this. We're live at the Goldring Centre of High Performance Sport, and we're gearing up to put a bow on this phenomenal season of Hoop Queen basketball. It's going to be great to see, and it's all down to 2 players. First, let's talk about the star of the reign so far, Lachey Dwyer.
Lachey Dwyer has been unstoppable this season, including last week's performance. 15 points in the first half of that game. She was shooting from everywhere on that court. Her sweet spot was everywhere, and she finished with 22 points. She was hitting us with massive threes at the end of each quarter, it seemed like, and she came up really big for this team reign, and we can only assume the same.
But all eyes on the other end. It's Tanea Hilton for this Team Tide team, league MVP.
Yep, of course, she just got her MVP award, and it is so well deserved. She does a great job of always keeping her team in these games with massive first half performances, like 14 points last week. If you thought her offense was good, her defense is just as strong. She pushes this team in transition. She can do absolutely everything for them, and after winning that award, you can only expect another massive performance.
Dwyer versus Hilton. Tide versus Reign. It all comes down to this. And ladies and gentlemen, the question on everyone's mind, who's going to be the Season 4 champion of Hoop Queens? I'm Julian Quintero Verano, and I'm joined by the marvelous Haley Hopkinson. Haley, how are we feeling today?
I couldn't be more excited for this matchup. These teams have really fought and battled through the season and have really given us some top quality basketball throughout the summer. But we're already off to a really quick start in this one.
The quick start here is something both these teams are known for. We know that the high-tempo basketball is something that both these teams strive for, and it's going to be exciting to see here, Haley.
Oh, I absolutely will. You can already see the pace being pushed so much. Both of these teams are ready, and they're going and gunning after that win.
And we talked pre-game right here about Lachey Dwyer. We talked about Tanea Hilton. Right there, Lachey Dwyer, first points of the game. But the question here that we have to strike, What else are we going to be looking for here? What are the names to highlight in this one, Haley?
Well, there's so many. We are seeing a court full of so many talented women here. Of course, Danielle Garvin and Phoenix Gideon and Bree Livingston alongside Lachey Dwyer is so powerful for this team, Rain. Our eyes are going to be drawn to them this entire game. And of course, for Team Tide, they have an insanely strong shooting team. You have Summer Paul, who will give you threes all the time. You have Janika Griffith-Wallace, who we've seen her miss some time throughout this season, but she's going to be so important in this matchup. And the defense from Verrier is just as important as the offense for this Team Tide.
It's definitely impressive to see what both these teams can bring. Bree Livingston there with the attack to the basket. 2 free throws to come here now for the Reign. They're off to a strong start. We have a lot of people in here today. They've been fantastic. The crowd, the atmosphere, and Bree Livingston splitting both free throws. But yeah, the amount of fans that we've seen come in, it's been wonderful to see.
It absolutely has. The environment here at U of T has just been so exciting all summer long.
Janika Griffith-Wallace here for the Tide, trying to see what she can do. Hilton, oh, stripped by Dwyer. She's taking it the other way. All the attack, and it's the Reign striking. It's 5-0. Call the TV. Hawaii 5-0. Tide looking to strike here following that turnover. It's Summer Paul trying to get a pass inside, tips, and it's out of bounds there off Bree Livingston. And this Reign team's been phenomenal.
Absolutely. We know that one of their strengths is moving in transition. Head coach CJ knows that's their strength, and that's what they're trying to push. Last week, they definitely struggled with that, but Dwyer's pushing it early.
The 3 there from Janika Dwyer, just not able to fall. I'm stumbling over my words the way we're stumbling here on the court. There is a player down. It is Phoenix Gideon. She seems slow to come back up.
We'll take another look at that right here. The shot just off, and she got caught up there. We know Team Reign is an extremely physical team. They're not going to leave anything on the line when it comes to physicality, and especially with Gideon. She puts her body on the line a lot of the time, but she's up and moving, and now, of course, we've got Reign possession.
I was a little concerned there with how she was getting up, but it's Phoenix Gideon. I got to be serious here. We know she's going to be fine.
She's tough as nails.
She's not coming off unless it's with the ambulance in arena. Speaking of Phoenix Gideon, there she is on the attack there, able to find Keal Watt. Watt gets a tip there. It's a strip there. Tanaya Hilton, she had one taken from her earlier, but now she strikes. It's the Tide's first points of the game, and now they got to hustle back. Lachey Dwyer trying to drive on Summer Paul. Decides to bail out. Finds Gideon. Gideon on the drive here. Kicks it over to Watt. Oh, sorry, it's Garvin. Garvin with the mid-range, not able to get it, but it's Watt with the cleanup. High bounce on the rim, and it just doesn't fall there for the Reign. Tide take possession once more. Janika Griffith-Wallace, jumper there, and she gets to her spot in the paint, pulls up, and absolutely drills it. Tide able to sneak it back to 1. It's 5-4. Dwyer trying to size up her defender, decides to pull it from the elbow. We know how good she can be on those style of plays. It just doesn't fall here early, and it will be the Tide going the other way. Griffith-Wallace able to find a teammate. It's Freddie Verrier. Verrier kicks it out, not able to get it up and down. And Okovo, unfortunate there, not able to get the jumper there. And it will be a turnover here for the Reign.
Definitely a slower start here when it does come to the defense turning into that offense, but the Tide has been really strong at the start of this one, doing a great job getting into their spots early. We know that the Tide is really strong at shooting those three-pointers, but we're seeing them move and use a lot more of the court early in this game here.
Reign trying to take advantage of the forced turnover there. Ball will be given over to Dwyer. Dwyer driving in, stepping back. Is she going to launch it? No, she's going to reset. Takes the attack to the basket, all smothered by the defenders, and is just not able to get her to go. Tide will force a turnover there, and it will be 5-4 for the Reign. Tide looking to strike going the other way. Janika Griffith-Wallace covered by Keal Watt. High screen here from Verrier, and it will be Griffith-Wallace going all the way around. Kicks it out to Summer Paul. She doesn't want the jumper. She'll take the drive, and the Tide now take the lead at 6-5.
Summer Paul had a massive game last week, 10 points in the first half of this game, 2 threes in that first half as well. Her scoring early in this one is really valuable for the Tide.
Watts three-pointer doesn't go, and it will be rebounded by Verrier. Now the Tide are bringing it up on the other side. Griffith Wallace pulls up there from the elbow. That one doesn't go, but she gets her own miss. She's sizing up again, kicks it over to Okoobo. Okoobo on the attack to the basket through contact! And the Tide tack on 2 more. Outlet quick here for the Reign. It will be Lachey Dwyer. Dwyer taking the screen from Garvin, steps back, gives it a chance to fly, not able to convert. It's rebounded by Paul, and the Tide take it the other way. Dribble given up by Griffith Wallace. It will be now Tania Hilton. Verrier sets on the left, but she goes right. It will be off the foot of Hilton, and Dwyer's pointing the right way. It's rain ball once more.
It's a great move there by Dwyer. Obviously, that matchup is going to be really exciting throughout this entire game between Hilton and Dwyer. Dwyer keeping it really close, and of course, just going off the foot of Hilton there.
A couple substitutions here for both these sides. Bree Livingston checked back in. We're seeing Courtney Perry, big body inside for this Reign team. She's going to try to establish her dominance inside. Sarah Babsey, someone to keep an eye on the perimeter for this Reign side. On the other end, we see Miranda Campbell check in, and we see Nay Brown, one of my favorite players in this league, Nay Brown checking in for this Tide as well.
Yeah, she's definitely extremely entertaining to watch on both ends.
Danielle Garvin's mid-range doesn't fall there. It's rebounded by Okoobo. She gives it over to Brown. Brown swing all the way across to Hilton, and now the play starts for the Tide. Okoobo almost gets a wonderful screen there, but Hilton gets tied up by Dwyer. And Lachey Dwyer's really showing the clamps here early, forcing yet another turnover on Hilton.
Well, absolutely. Not only do we know it and the viewers know it, but the girls know that this is the matchup to look out for. And of course, Dwyer losing that league MVP to Hilton here. This is definitely setting up a perfect story for a really competitive game.
I was going to say, how do you think Lachey Dwyer feels pre-game sitting there? There's a whole ceremony for Hilton, and she's sitting there. That should have been me.
Well,
I should have been the MVP.
And what's better motivation than that? Honestly, when it comes to a game like this, you have Hilton, who's got the confidence, and you've got Dwyer, who has possibly the underdog mentality now, which a lot of women, if they can use that to their strength, which we know Dwyer can, it'll produce a lot of baskets for her.
Jump ball there on the drive from Danielle Garvin. It gets turned over, and it will be Tide possession once more. Nay Brown pushing forward here on the right-hand side. Screen from Sam Grant. Nothing there. It will still be Brown going all the way around to the hoop and tack on 2 for the Tide. They're running a high defensive push, but they will fall back here into the half-court set. Bree Livingston taking the screen from Courtney Perry, given an open chance at the free throw line. It just doesn't want to fall there for the Reign, and the Tide take it the other way. Campbell attacks the basket, swatted, fouled, and it will be 2 free throws to come here for Miranda Campbell. Tide have a chance to add on more. Timeout has been called following the foul. We'll have some free throws when we come back, so don't go anywhere, anyone. We'll be right back.
Every time I lay 16, they stay squitting. But you still doubting me like I'm the same, lame.
You want it, you can have it. Don't waste no time. Yeah.
I pick up a stick, aim at the heart. Pick up a blitz, pick them apart. I feel like a pit, but all bite. No bark, quit the remarks. Little bitty bullet to go in the dark. Unlimited pool when attacking the target. I'm tagging the toe. I done tatted somebody. I'm breathing fire, burning, dragging somebody. If he ain't the heart.
And it's a little bit upside. My world spins on like a theater of the day by day. There's so much more. Yes, I know there is.
We're back here from that timeout, ladies and gentlemen, and we have Miranda Campbell shooting some free throws. Let's take a look what took her to the line.
Right, well, she was driving in, and Courtney Perry, her arm Looked like it was probably an intentional foul right there. Perry is such a strong presence in that paint, but obviously not someone you want to get into foul trouble early in this one. Right now it's 10-5 for Team Tide with just under 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Not too bad of a pickup for a foul there, but she really becomes extremely important down to the crunch times of these games. So keeping her out of foul trouble is definitely going to be important.
The Reign are known for not really having a big. If you look at the roster, no one's registered as a post player. Everyone is either a forward or a guard, even Courtney Perry. So losing Courtney Perry early, getting her into foul trouble, if the Tide can do that, that might turn the tide of the game really in their favor.
Yeah.
But who knows what ends up happening here. Reign gets a respawn following 2 made free throws from Miranda Campbell. Ball finds Courtney Perry inside. She's not able to convert it. Now going the other way, it will be Miranda Campbell. Team Tide bringing it forward. Oh, gets it stripped. It will be Sarah Bapty with a wonderful defensive play. She's able to give it over to Dwyer. Dwyer running the transition. Stops, pulls up from her spot just inside the paint, not able to get it. And the Tide walk away without having any damages from the turnover. Brown finds Griffith Wallace. Her three-pointer isn't able to fall. And after a little bit of pinball, we're still going, and it will be Summer Paul. Draws contact from Courtney Perry. That's her second personal as Summer Paul gets sent to the line.
We know one thing that's so important to this team, Reign, is for them to only allow one possession to their opponent. Now with Summer Paul grabbing that rebound there, going back up, and of course that foul being on Perry. Two things they are not trying to do, get Perry into foul trouble, and rebounds are so important. And like you were just saying, Julian, they don't have a designated center or a big. Perry does a fantastic job, but of course now she's going to the bench with 2 fouls as Summer Paul takes her free throws. So it's definitely now all about staying disciplined, but obviously still gunning as hard as possible for those rebounds.
Yeah, we know these Reign girls, they're fantastic when it comes to the intensity, the physicality, but when your big body player isn't there anymore, it's a bit of a problem for them. And we see it off the inbound. Tide are pressing hard, trying to do everything. Paul with the forced turnover. It will be Campbell going up. It gets blocked, goes out of bounds, and it will remain Tide pushing forward. High pressure from Summer Paul pays off.
We're seeing Team Tide absolutely excel with their defense here. Summer Paul putting on so much pressure, getting a hand on that, and ultimately causing the turnover.
With her experience in Portugal, she can really save from that turnover. Obrigado. Nate Brown with the three-pointer, and that's the first 3 of the game, and you know she's amped about it. The Tide now lead by 12. It's 17-5. Livingston going the other way, looking for someone to come help out. It's Dwyer. Dwyer trying to attack straight at the defender, not able to get anything there. Looks back, finds Gideon. Gideon taking it inside. Sobs goes forward, he gets blocked there by Sam Grant, and the Tide are taking it the other way. Janika Griffith-Wallace, she's pushing forward, slows down, gives it over to Brown. Brown keeps it pushing over to Campbell in the corner. Campbell baseline, quick dump over to Sam Grant, and her bucket inside, not able to convert. Reign now get to go the other way. Adams finds Livingston as the Reign gets set. Bree has a screen here from Phoenix. Gideon curling around, gives it over to Adams in the corner. Adams feigns a jumper, pulls up from the mid-range, not able to get her to fall, and it will be tipped by the Tide. They're running the other way. Brown's forced to slow down here from Dwyer. Has Summer Paul trying to try some help, not able to get anything there. And Brown looking to get around. It gets tipped again by Dwyer, not able to secure the steal, but it ends up being in the hands of Adams, and the Reign gets to go the other way. 1-2, it's a lay, and no! Not able to convert to the transition. Dwyer gets the board. Reign gets to keep applying the pressure, but they still just can't take the lid off the basket. Dwyer's three-pointer goes long, and the struggles continue for the Reign. Griffith Wallace brings it up, 17-5 here with just under a minute remaining in this first quarter. Rebound here. Screen there from Sam Grant. Jumper there from Griffith Wallace doesn't go. It will be rebounded by Gideon. They want to try to get on the break here, get some points quick, remove the curse that they've had put on them. Garvin mid-range, and the always reliable jumper from Danielle Garvin gets them 2 more points here, bringing it within 10. Griffith Wallace has a screen set here by Summer Paul. Not able to get anything, and now Garvin swarming her. jump ball here, and it will be the Reign taking it the other way. And with 24 seconds remaining in the game, they have the rest of this shot clock to decide what they want to do before the quarter ends.
What an important play from Garvin right there. The Tide have obviously had some fantastic defensive possessions, but Reign being able to end off this quarter with 24 seconds left with a couple big plays for them to possibly shift the momentum to get another big shot off right here, that's exactly how they're going to want to end it.
We're seeing Coach CJ tell them, get settled, get ready, let Lachey do her thing. And we're seeing here, she's sizing up Hilton. Gideon looking to set the screen. Goes around, curls back, steps, jumper from three-point range, no go. It's rebounded by Sam Grant, ball finds Nay Brown. Nay Brown trying to get something off quick here. Buzzer, and it doesn't go. 17-7 at the end of the first quarter here. Tide have been controlling the tempo. They've been in charge. We'll see what they can do moving forward. We'll be right back to the second quarter.
Swirl possibilities in the Ninja Swirl by Creamy.
Asia Wilson's on top, top, top. Can't take her spot, spot, spot.
She won MVP, P, 1, 2, and 3. Said she wasn't enough, so she did it for us. Her drift's elite. It can't be beat. She said one is clear, 'cause it's the top tier.
Loving on that New York, baby. Took it, struck and picked me up at Newark. Then he took me to the telly and he took his time. He said, I know that you had a long flight, but I got something longer, my New York, baby.
I got me a nice little shop pull up on the B-Day. I'ma walk on stage, my ass on radio. What she say? I've been on the E-way. Come on the G-way. She wanna put on my chain, yeah. She wanna put on my DJ. Let it go like a relay. Cause my phone do days.
Yeah, I love me a trappin' old dark skin country old. Got it out the mud, 610 thug gold. Talk real slick, big tip, big gun out. Pick a girl up when we hunch, oh, strong gold. Hit her, making them play, stacking that pay. Buy me whatever I want, oh, hit her. 3 pointers on the chain, fresh new J's. AMG, switch lanes, oh. Never been a road or a lame-o. Never switch.
She said, take your time, what's the rush? I said, baby, I'm a dog, I'm a mutt. She said, take your time, what's the rush? I said, baby, I'm a dog, I'm a mutt.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen, here for the second quarter of our HoopQueens final. And so far, it's been all Tide.
Well, they've been playing absolutely amazing, and it's that defense that's putting them ahead. You have Sam Grant making massive plays, and Nay Brown. She had a fantastic week last week shooting these massive three-pointers like we saw right here. We know this team Tide loves three-pointers. First half of the game last week, they were 5 for 23, so around 20% shooting from the three. Those 5, obviously, three-pointers were really helpful, but they love to shoot them. We're seeing a little bit less of that, but obviously they have this 10-point lead right now, 17-7, so it's working for them.
So far out there for the Tide, we have Nay Brown, we have Tanaya Hilton, Saleha Joseph joins them, and it's Nisa Sam Grant along with Janika Griffith-Wallace to finish the lineup for the Tide. Reign going the other way, Dwyer quick little pass there, and the Reign not able to get it. Gideon second chance, bucket!
A great cleanup there, a fantastic cleanup there, and the Reign, sometimes we've seen in this game, they're not being able to finish on those massive plays, but cleaning it up, what an important play right there. We see obviously it just go a little bit wide right there, but fighting through those Tide players, a massive, massive play for Phoenix Gideon.
And we talked about the fact that she needs to step up here with Courtney Perry seeing some early foul trouble. What a way to start off this half. Clean the glass and tack on 2. Immediately Nay Brown with a 3, doesn't end up going, and now will be the Reign going the other way. Dwyer hard to the basket through contact, no foul drawn, and it will be the Tide taking it the other way. Out there right now for this Reign side, we have Kia Watt, Bree Livingston, Phoenix Gideon, Sarah Baptiste, and of course, Lachey Dwyer. Griffith Wallace splits her defender, pulls up here from the free throw line, not able to get her to fall. It's rebounded by Kia Watt, and it will be the Reign going the other way. Watt pushing hard, trying to spin past the defender, has to come and reach in. Nothing there, but it will be a foul in favor of Team Reign here. Inbound to come now for this Reign side. It will be Lachey Dwyer trying to find a teammate.
With Ty's smuggling defense so far in this game, these inbounds are going to be extremely important. We've seen them kind of struggle in the past, but Dwyer throwing it in for them. I like that move a lot, and hopefully she can get the ball back or a quick shot off.
Down screen there from Bapty frees up Garvin. Garvin able to give it over to Dwyer. Dwyer pulling forward, gives it back over to Garvin. Garvin smothered here, not able to get her preferred mid. He gives it back over to Dwyer. She attacks to the basket, kicks out. It's Bapty. She's open for three, not able to get her to fall. And it will be Saleha Joseph leading it now for the Tide. Griffith Wallace, quick pass over to Hilton. She launches from three. And the short possession doesn't go their way, but it's rebounded by Barrier, and they will keep on pushing. Saleha Joseph gets set. She launches from range. No go. And it will be the Reign taking over there following two failed threes here from the Tide on that possession.
Tide is doing a great job, though, of getting those offensive rebounds. And that's really going to be a key to their game. We know they can hit big shots off a rebound, so continuing that is going to make it really difficult for Team Reign.
We know what Sam Grant can do. We know what Oko-Obo can do, and they've really been amazing on the interior for this Tide team to keep on putting the pressure on offense. But here now it will be Phoenix Gideon, the attack to the basket. Smothered, no foul there, and Barrier hits the ground hard, holds her shoulder for a moment, but it seems like she's going to be fine. Coach CJ trying to motivate her players here following that play. Griffith Wallace bringing it up here. Kia Watt will pick her up at half court. And we're seeing Oko-Obo set a screen on the right, but she goes left. Griffith Wallace trying to size up once more. Takes the screen this time, no. She's just toying with him. Has a wonderful step up here from Gideon, gives it over to Joseph. Joseph looking around, trying to get something going. Bapty putting her hand in the lane. Joseph trying to get a shot up, nothing there, fully covered, and it will be picked up by Gideon. The Reign looking to strike once more. Following that bucket from Phoenix Gideon, they haven't really had anything on offense here. They really want to get something going. Garvin from the mid-range, no go. It's still going to be the Reign, though, as they keep the pressure going. Gideon finds Bapty. Bapty over to Watt. Her three-pointer, no go. They're still keeping the pressure going, and it's Dwyer. Dwyer sizing up Oko-Obo with the mismatch here. The attack there for Dwyer to the hoop through contact. And it will be a foul. 2 free throws to come here for Lachey Dwyer. Team Reign's pressure finally pays off.
We saw Dwyer last week shoot a lot from the top of the key, so I'm surprised of how much we're seeing her drive this week, but she's done a great job, and like you said, she has the mismatch there, but she takes the contact, and it's a great strong take there, resulting in a chance to get Team Reign into some double digits here.
Dwyer makes the first free throw, misses the second, and now it's a 7-point game in favor of the Tide. They're taking up the other way. Hilton, quick pass out to Paul, bounces off her foot. Dwyer dives on it. They're fighting for it on the ground. Paul has able to give it over to Hilton, and whistles here from the refs say, nope, it's a turnover. It's going to be Reign ball, and they need a break. It's not been going their way here, and they've not really been able to convert. They've done well on defense to smother the Tide, but now they got to get it going on the offensive end.
Absolutely.
Watt here bringing it forward, dribbling forward, taking to the basket, pausing, trying to dance past the defenders, able to get the bucket there, and that makes it 17-12. The Reign are now starting to bring it in. Griffith Wallace bringing it up. Able to quickly find Oko-Obo, and Oko-Obo able to get the push off there. Nothing goes. Hilton launching from 3-point range. She's not able to convert it. Dwyer trying to peek it forward, but it will be a turnover here. Reign take possession for it once again.
Well, it was a massive, massive bucket here for Watt. Dancing around her defenders, really getting Rain back into this. And like you had said previously, Julian, their defense has definitely really woken up in this game, but it's that offense that needs to pick it up. And big plays like that is only going to help, bringing this game 17-12 for the Tide with just under 6 minutes.
Rashae Dwyer does what she does best, little body there. It's a 3-point game now, Haley. Hillen has Barrier here on the screen, decides to take it, goes all the way to the basket through contact, draws the contact, Phoenix Gideon draws the charge.
A massive play by her. We knew someone had to step up as Perry got 2 fouls in that first quarter here, and Gideon has done absolutely that, holding her ground as Hilton drives in. A massive play, and Rain's defense is definitely taking that step.
The physicality here from both sides is unmatched. They are fantastic when it comes to bringing the grit, and now we're seeing everybody step up here. It's Phoenix Gideon this time. Who's it going to be next?
Exactly. With this team, Rain, everyone is so talented. Anyone can step up at any moment. But it seems like what's going to be the key to this game right now is who's going to be able to take care of that ball better. Of course, with these big defensive efforts can cause some errors, but those turnovers that the team Tide has racked up in the past few possessions has obviously been very costly because now it's a 3-point game.
There's a discussion happening right now. Was that a charge, or was she in the restricted area? I think that's what the conversation is. What is happening right now on the court? Fred Lane Verrier has been awarded free throws. A confusing series of events here, but it has transpired to be a free throw for Fred Lane Verrier. She's not able to convert it. Gets a second chance here at the line. Both fall short. And I guess you could say ball doesn't lie.
No. Well, Team Rain getting bailed out for those missed free throws here. Still a 3-point game, 17-14 for the Tide, with 5:34 left in the second quarter of the game.
Situation still getting sorted here, and it seems like it's going to be Tide ball, yeah. What has happened on this court, who knows, but the referees go from saying it was a charge in favor of Phoenix Gideon in the Rain to giving the Tide 2 free throws and the ball back.
It's a big shift for the Tide.
Tonight Hilton going to try to take advantage of this new opportunity. Swarmed by defenders, gets Verrier on the slip screen, kicks it all the way to Summer Paul. Her three-pointer isn't able to bank in. It's rebounded by Dwyer, and the Rain will take it the other way. Dwyer going inside through contact, right to the basket, and it's a 1-point game, 17-16. Step back here for Hill, and her three-pointer goes long. And the Rain are really starting to take control here, Haley.
They absolutely are. Dwyer's been so powerful driving to that basket. And again, she wasn't on her driving game last week as much. She was hitting a bunch of jumpers around the key. But the driving, it's been absolutely phenomenal for them.
Timeout has been called here. Rain have all the momentum in their court. 17-16. We'll be right back following this timeout, ladies and gentlemen, so you don't want to go anywhere.
lays it up and in. To Kennedy.
Anxiety, keep on trying me. I feel it quietly, trying to silence me. Yeah, my anxiety can't shake it off of me. Somebody's watching me, and my anxiety.
She'll kill some. No cane. your feelings. Get in your bed. I drop the ceiling. Some made man. Pop tinsel. Taking off on it. You think I have propellers?
We're back, ladies and gentlemen, from that timeout. And so far in the second quarter, just like it was last week, it was the Lachey Dwyer show.
She is already leading scoring for this game with 9 points, and she has been absolutely explosive when she gets in that paint. Team Tide has a lot of height on this team, but with her speed and how quickly she's able to adjust and maneuver around the basket when she's in the air has led her to so much success driving. And now it's only a 1-point game, 17-16. Tide have gone a couple possessions now without scoring, but it's still going to remain the Reign ball.
We're at the halfway mark, the 5-minute mark of this second quarter, and the Reign looking to take control and take their first lead of the game. Dwyer quickly moving it across. Nothing there. Able to slow it down for a moment, able to get it over to Bud. Nicole Budd trying to attack from the right wing, not able to get anything there, and it's rebounded, brought up now by the Tide. Ball finds Hilton. She launches from three-point range.
You could see the relief on her face as she hit that three. She got it out of the way. 5 points now. She needed that, and now I'm sure we're going to see them flow.
We haven't seen a lot of converted threes, but that might change the weather here. Will we see more rain? Who knows? Bud on the attack to the basket, gives it over to Dwyer. Dwyer, one dribble, quick over to Watt. Watt trying to split defenders on the attack to the basket, loses it, and it will be Summer Paul giving over to Griffith Wallace. She's taking it up the other way. Quickly finds Hilton. She just hit one, massive one, and there's another!
That's what the look of relief was for off the first one. She's feeling it now, and the league's MVP has come alive in the second quarter.
She is stoked to be here, and that's some more points for this Tide side. The chance there from Bud doesn't go, but the second chance opportunity goes for the Reign, and they get sent to the line. Maybe this is the salvation they need.
Well, it's going to be difficult. Hilton, we know she is a fantastic three-point shooter. That first quarter, she went without one, but just like that, she's picked up 8 points in this game after only having 2 about a minute ago.
Do you think that Sanaya Hilton, in that break, decided to hear that we said, hey, she's not been on her game, because she's making us eat our words so far in this short stretch of the second quarter?
Well, she absolutely is. One thing we saw last week was she got off to a very quick start in that game. She was shooting threes from the very tip-off of that game. We're seeing a slower start from them. We're seeing a quicker start from Team Reign, kind of heating up a little bit now, but obviously when you're making those massive threes, it'll shift the momentum to the Tide. And Team Reign is not a big three-point team. Last week they only attempted 14. They made 3 of those, shooting 20% in the game. They don't rely on that threes, but it's kind of hard to combat that when you have Hilton nailing them.
Tide now have Nate Brown inside. That's another threat from beyond the arc they got to worry about. She's sizing up Sarah Babty. Steps back, launching from this corner. Are you kidding me?
That's her second of the game as well, and Tide is letting it go right now.
3 threes on 3 possessions. The Tide are really raining it on the Reign right now. The turnover here, Reign missed their chance, but they're able to get a turnover. It's popped out again. Dwyer trying to fight for the ball. It's a scramble, and it hits off a foot. The Reign get to keep pushing forward and maintain possession here. But the Tide have been literally amazing from beyond the arc. I'm dumbfounded, Haley.
Right, and just like that, now it's 26-17, 14 Tide, 3 minutes left. And we got to take another look at that. Just like Hilton, she was nailing them all last week as well. Sized up Baptiste, she had a great look right there, and she absolutely nailed it in the corner.
And there's not many players with the confidence level that Mae Brown has to say, you know what, I'm stepping back, I'm taking it in your face, and there's nothing you can do to stop me from getting the look I want.
Well, absolutely. She's not afraid to let it fly. In last week's first half of the game, she had 9 attempts. She was 2 for 9. But of course, those 2 threes really count, and especially with how quick both of these teams move and how quick they play in transition, taking those attempts, just do it because she's nailing them.
Griffith Wallace just dropped Bree Livingston, but the 3 doesn't go. It will be rebounded by Nate Brown. Tide gets to keep pushing. She's going right to it, able to kick it right Back out to Hilton, her three-pointer no go, and it's tipped again. Okoobo through contact with Bree Livingston. It will become rain ball, but Janika Griffith-Wallace at the start of this possession dropped Bree Livingston. That's not a sentence I thought I'd be saying today.
No, and it was written all over Bree Livingston's face right there. What can you really do in that moment? We'll take another look.
She knew she got caught.
You gotta laugh it off. You gotta respect it at that point.
It's fantastic to see that they're still able to play with those high spirits. We're seeing a timeout here between these two sides. 2:17 remaining. It's a 9-point game at 26-17. We'll be right back, so don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen.
Every time I lay 16, they stay squinting. But you still doubting me like I'm the same lame.
You want it, you can have it. Don't waste no time. Yeah.
I pick up a stick, aim at the heart, pick up a blitz, pick them apart. I feel like a pit, but all bite, no bark, quit the remarks. Little bitty bullet to glow in the dark. Unlimited pool when attacking the target. I'm tagging the toe, I done tatted somebody. I'm breathing fire, burning, dragging somebody. If he ain't the heart.
And it's a little bit of summer. My world spins on like a theater of the day by day. There's so much wrong. Yes, I know out there is.
We're back here following this timeout by the Tide, and they've been the ones controlling the tempo so far. Right after the rain started bringing them back in here in this second quarter, Tide said, you know what, let's take control of it once again.
And Nay Brown hitting 2 big threes so far in this game has been such a difference maker. Definitely making Team Rain a little bit worried here, but we're seeing Corey Perry come back into this game. Again, she has 2 fouls already. She's probably their most important aspect when it comes to the paint and defensively. Of course, we've seen Gideon really step up, but it's obviously not an ideal situation for the Rain.
Bree Livingston's first free throw falls short here. Let's see if she can convert this second opportunity at the line. Second one falls here for Bree Livingston. We have 2:17 remaining in this second quarter, and anything can happen at any amount of time there. Tide turn it over. That's unfortunate for him, but the Rain are looking up saying this is a blessing. We need to take advantage of this one.
Right, like we had mentioned earlier, whoever's going to take care of that ball the best is going to have a massive advantage here, because that just killed Tide's momentum.
Lachey Dwyer taking the screen, kicks it over quickly over to Bree Livingston. She had a chance inside, instead goes in. Oh, what a pass! She saw Courtney Perry on the back of her head, and Courtney strikes.
That was a great heads-up play there by Livingston. A great connection between these two.
It's 26-20 now, and the Tide, they're going to want to try to weather this. Ball quickly over to Miranda Campbell. Campbell curling, gives it over to Nay Brown. Brown attacking Bapti, dump inside of Nisa. Sam Grant, but it's blocked by Bree Livingston. She goes out of bounds. The Tide take it over again, but a great play there from Bree Livingston.
Well, I think Livingston is definitely looking for some redemption after she did get dropped right there. But that pass we saw to, of course, Perry, and then following a block right here. Unfortunate she stepped out, but now they'll try to stop this inbound play.
Ball makes its way to Nay Brown. Nay Brown gets a shot off before the shot clock. No. Isn't able to get it off before time expired. And with 1:29 left in the second quarter, I wonder just how fast the tempo is going to be for the Rain before we head to half. Dwyer bringing it up. Has the screen from Gideon, kicks it quickly over to Livingston. Livingston sizing up Campbell, going inside, kicks it back over to Dwyer. Dwyer covered by Brown. Thinking about the jumper, steps to the side, launches from range, and it's just long, heads out of bounds, and it will be the Tide taking over again.
Well, Dwyer hasn't had too much luck on the left side of this basket here. Going quite wide there, but again, we know that threes aren't the strength for the Rain, but of course she does like to end off these quarters with a big three-pointer, but I don't know if we're going to see that today.
Who knows? Griffith-Wallace there, almost loses the ball, able to maintain possession, but now is going to be looking for a teammate. Gets called there. double dribble because of the fact that she picked up the dribble. And she's giving the ref a little thought about what happened there.
Not too happy with that call, but it seems like frustrations are definitely building up with Team Tide. They're throwing away a lot of these possessions and have yet to be able to score a basket in the Reign's comeback here.
Dwyer has under 50 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Let's see what magic this Reign side pulls. Bapty quickly giving over to Watt. Watt driving to her left, looking inside, taking to the lane, pausing, kicks it back over to Bapty. She's open, launches from range, bang! And that one brings the Reign within 3!
Sarah Bapty's been such an important player to Team Reign, and to think she started as a call-up for this team absolutely blows my mind.
The Tide now with the time ticking down. Nay Brown calls for someone to come up for a screen. It will be Verrier. She goes on the attack here, drives in. Ball gets tipped out. Tide want a foul. It doesn't go their way.
Perry looks a little confused at why. It looks like it'll be Tide possession with 6.6 left on the clock, 4 seconds left on the shot clock. They'll have to get a quick shot off here, but for Team Tide, we know they can do it.
Campbell scanning, quickly gives over to Griffith Wallace. Griffith Wallace, one dribble, goes inside, steps back, has to get it up, isn't able to get it to fall. And as it hits the side of the backboard, it will be the Reign taking over with 2.2 remaining in the second quarter.
Janika Griffith Wallace getting visibly agitated with the calls in this game so far. Not happy with not getting any calls for her last shot before the shot clock went off. And we're seeing Dwyer signaling, give her a tech. She's not going to get it though. 2.2 left on the clock.
Dwyer, quick inbound. She's going to have to get something up. Does, just lobs it. Isn't able to get the heroics like she did last week. 26-23 as we head into the half, ladies and gentlemen. The Tide have been controlling, but the Reign are reeling them in. It's been fantastic basketball so far, Haley.
Well, it absolutely have. We're seeing some creative plays. We're seeing all these women really step up and elevate their game. I can't even imagine what we're going to get in the second half. And of course, we'll give you all you need to know about target score.
Meet the new Ninja Swirl by Creamy. Turn almost anything into ice cream. And now, soft serve. Just prep, freeze, lock, spin, and swirl. Enjoy endless options of soft serve, fruit whip, frozen yogurt, and more. Scoop indulgent classics. Create mix-in masterpieces or enjoy low-calorie protein-packed treats. Unlock your imagination with the all-new Ninja Swirl by Creamy.
Asia Wilson's on top, top, top. Can't take her spot, spot, spot. She's a real one, through. Always does what she'll do.
Oh my goodness, this is a great feeling.
She won MVP, P, 1, 2, and 3. Her game is T. She made history, from the mid. It's a rap. All buckets, no cap. They said she wasn't enough. So she did it for us. Yeah, if you talk snack, she's gonna clap back.
You know better than that.
Her drips elite. It can't be beat. She say one is clear. Period. 'Cause it's a top tier.
Asia Wilson's on top. Can't take her spot.
I'm on a long thing. You see, I know if I tell you everything I don't see. Remember time when the money no they come quick. All of a sudden, see as when they rush me. I pray to God, say my matter no go lost me. Back in the dungeon, make I tell you something. Nobody say I never suffer for this country, but at the same time, stop no go touch me. So I dey supply the getting. I'm a fresh shooter, Enterprise Avenue. When I get nothing but the vibes I'm okay. And now the lyrics and my flows and the screaming on the tongue revenue. Many things you never knew. They steady wondering why we can never lose. So we go shout you tonight like we do. Mama told me I was they can't ever feel me.
Oh, Canada.
Car launches. DiBiase lays it up and in. To Kennedy.
I'm exercising my vulnerability, but you spend all my energy with you. You see me like I don't see me. I wanna live in that vision. Hey, that 2020 low and PRK vision. Every time I lay 16, they stay squirting, but you still doubting me like I'm the same lame.
You want it, you can have it. Don't waste no time. Yeah.
I pick up a stick, aim at the heart, pick up a blitz, pick them apart. I feel like a pit, all bite, no bark, quit the remarks. Little bitty bullet to go in the dark. Unlimited pool when attacking the target. I'm tagging the toe, I done tatted somebody. I'm breathing fire, burning, dragging somebody. If he ain't the heart.
And it's a little bit upside. My world spins on like a theater of the day by day. There's so much wrong. Yes, I know out there is all.
Anxiety, keep on trying me. I feel it quietly, trying to silence me. Yeah, my anxiety can't shake it off of me. Somebody's watching me, and my anxiety. Yeah.
I got me a nice little shop pull up on the B-Day. I'ma walk on stage, my ass on radio. What she say? I been on the E-way, come on the G-way. She wanna put on my chain, yeah. She wanna put on my DJ. Let it go like a relay. Cause my phone do days.
She'll kill some. No cane, I don't feel nothing. Get out your feelings, get in your bed. I drop the ceiling, some made man. Pop tinsel, taking off on it. You think I have propellers?
Yeah, I love me a trappin', no dark skin, country old, got it out the mud, 610, thug gold. Top real slick, big tip, big gun, no, pick a girl up when we hunch, oh, strong gold, hit her. Making them play, stacking that pay, buy me whatever I want, oh, hit her. 3 pointers on the chain, fresh new J's, AMG, switch lanes, oh. Never been a boat or lame-o, never switch.
Loving on that New York, baby. Took his truck and picked me up at Newark. Then he took me to the deli and he took his time. He said, I know that you had a long flight, but I got something on my New York, baby.
She said, take your time, what's the rush? I said, baby, I'm a dog, I'm a mutt. She said, take your time, what's the rush? I said, baby, I'm a dog, I'm a mutt. I'm a
Meet the new Ninja Swirl by Creamy. Turn almost anything into ice cream. And now, soft serve. Just prep, freeze, lock, spin, and swirl. Enjoy endless options of soft serve, fruit whip, frozen yogurt, and more. Scoop indulgent classics. Create mix-in masterpieces or enjoy low-calorie protein-packed treats. Unlock your imagination with the all-new Ninja Swirl by Creamy.
Asia Wilson's on top. Can't take her spot. She's a real one, true. Always does what she'll do.
Oh my goodness, this is a great feeling.
She won MVP, PP, 1, 2, and 3. Her game is T. She made history, from the mid, it's a rap. All buckets, no cap. They said she wasn't enough, so she did it for us. Yeah, if you talk smack, she's gonna clap back.
You know you know better than that.
Her drips elite, it can't be beat. She say one is clear. Period. 'Cause it's a top tier. Asia Wilson's
Rain's on top, top, top. Can't take her spot, spot, spot.
I'm on a long thing. You see, I know if I tell you everything I don't see. Remember time when the money no they come quick. All of a sudden, see, I send they rush me. I pray to God, say my matter no go lost me. Back in the dungeon, make I tell you something. No be say I never suffer for this country, but at the same time, stop no go touch me. So I dey supply the getting. I'm a fresh shooter, enter Christ Avenue. When I get nothing but the vibes I'm making. And now the lyrics on my flows and the screaming and they turn revenue. Many things you never knew. They steady wondering what we can never do. So we go shout you tonight, try to preach. Mama told me I'm your they can never feel.
Oh, Canada.
Carr launches. DiBiase lays it up and in. To Kennedy.
I'm exercising my vulnerability, but you spend on my
We're back,
energy,
ladies
but
and
you
gentlemen,
see me like I
here,
don't see me.
and
I
it's
wanna
been
live in that vision. Hey,
a very
that's
interesting
2020 low.
first half, if you're going to ask me, Haley. We've seen a lot of ups, we've seen a lot of downs, we've seen a lot of momentum all around, and that's been wonderful to see up to this point. First off, Lachey Dwyer, if there's been anyone who's been the driving force for the Reign to keep it here within this 3-point game, it's been Lachey Dwyer.
Well, absolutely. She's leading scoring in this game right now with 9 points, and it's honestly been all because of her driving to the net. She's done a fantastic job at going through contact, maybe a couple fouls here and there. But yeah, she's just having a massive presence down in the paint. Again, something that we don't always see from her. Usually we see a lot of three-pointers from her, but regardless, she's getting it done. Again, 9 points for her, 4 for 9. But she's getting it done, and she's keeping this team tied in the lead right now.
For the Tide, though, the big story has been the 3-point barrage we saw, especially that stretch of 3 threes in a row, all spearheaded by Nay Brown and Tanea Hilton.
Oh, yeah, and we know that they can shoot threes, but to pull them out when they did, to pull away with that lead, was so crucial and so important. Hilton obviously having a big sigh of release when she hit that first one, because there's a lot of pressure. She just won league MVP, and a lot of that is because of her 3-point performances. And Nay Brown, she always steps up when this team needs her most, and she just continues doing that.
We head into the third quarter here. It's 26-23 between the Tide and the Reign, and I'm very excited to see what comes here. What changes do you think the Reign need to do, Haley, to really bring it back in this one?
Yeah, well, I think for Reign, what's most important is limiting the Tide having multiple opportunities at the basket per possession. They need to be rebounding stronger, but we also know that their game is strongest when they're in transition offense. We haven't been seeing them push that much in this game, and one person I'm looking at to step up is Danielle Garvin. We know she's a fantastic shooter. She affects the game regardless of scoring or not, but unlocking her scoring ability is going to be crucial to get the Reign their first lead in a while.
And with the travel call there, it's a turnover that will play in the benefit of the Tide. And when we're looking at what the Tide's been doing so far, good ball movement, what they need to do is keep it clean. Avoid the turnovers, play your game. It's been working so far. No reason for it to not keep working.
Absolutely. Taking care of that ball, I would agree with you, definitely the key for Team Tide.
Hilton launching from 3 early, not able to get it, and both sides not able to score on their first shots of this second half. Livingston bringing forward, quickly giving over to Garvin. Garvin pausing, looking around, the ball's tipped, able to get it over to Dwyer. She's wide open, she launches from 3 and is not able to get the first points of the second half, and it will be the Tide going the other way. Wallace quickly finding Brown. Brown giving some space, attacks in, is popped out. It's Dwyer going the other way. Great heads up on defense, and Lachey Dwyer gets it blocked. It goes out of bounds. But what a great play from Lachey Dwyer to put the pressure on the Tide.
Absolutely. She always is turning her defense into offense. Nay Brown doesn't take the 3, and Dwyer gets her hand on it. Again, driving to that net. She's going to get the foul call there. Or sorry, not the foul call. She'll get blocked there. But again, she is pushing that pace for the transition of offense for Reign.
Garvin finds Dwyer, and she's able to give it over to Watt. This Reign side has Phoenix Gideon wanting to take her shot, and she converts it, and she lets them know. She's wanting them to see it's not just Lachey Dwyer. All of us can score.
Totally. She's stepping up defensively and now offensively. That's a big difference maker.
Tide able to keep it pushing, and it will be Nahida Okoobo. She gives it away, and it will be Gideon picking it up here. Dwyer going the other way. Dwyer giving it over to Kia Watt. Watt on the drive, able to get the defender off her and tack on 2 more.
I love that quick pull up there from Watt. She's also been playing extraordinarily well today.
Brown on the drive here for the Tide is locked in here at the baseline, and it's not going to be ruled a reach-in foul. It's going to say you stepped out of bounds. Reign, now that they have the lead, take control once more.
Yeah, that's a big difference maker there for the Reign, and Nay Brown being involved in 2 turnovers here, and it was just the presence of Gideon too standing right in front of her. Great defensive play from Reign.
The 3 from Bapti doesn't go, but it's rebounded by Gideon inside, and the Reign have really brought it out early in this one. Their lead extends to 3. Hillen on the drive here through contact, is upset about it, the no call, but the refs, they're not going to give it to her. It's going to be the Reign going the other way. Dwyer on the attack to the basket, floats it up, not able to get her to fall. Tide gets to go the other way. Oh! The heads-up play there. It's a scramble. Ball's loose on the ground. Garvin fights for it. Brown fights for it. They're all going for it. It's a jump ball. Which way does it get ruled? This has just been crazy hustle from both sides. It gets ruled in favor of the Tide.
Well, yeah, especially from the Reign here. They're not giving up on a single possession. Dwyer coming back in too, and Garvin getting involved, getting on the ground for that ball. I mean, Team Reign has really stepped it up here, especially Garvin. We talk about how her scoring might not be there right now, but again, she will affect the game and every play with her physicality on defense.
The Tide have been shut out so far in this second half. Let's see if they can get it going. Griffith Wallace jumper doesn't go. It's rebounded by Garvin, gets popped out, and it will be the Tide taking advantage there.
Yeah, well, Team Tide has been stuck at 26 points here. They definitely need to see something going. We're seeing lots of runs in this game. Tide at one point had a 17-point scoring run, but Reign has also had an 11-point one. So they're not really going back and forth here, and it's clear that Team Reign has full control of the game right now.
Another missed opportunity there from Nay Brown. Reign get a chance to inbound here. And yeah, that's just been the story of it so far. The Tide, they've fallen asleep at the wheel.
Yeah.
Reign shot to the face.
And you got to think that a 3 from Hilton or Nay Brown right now could do a lot for the morale of Team Tide right now to get back into this. Yeah, we've got less than 7 minutes left. 3 minutes have gone past, and Tide stuck at 26.
Reign trying to get something on this one. Bapti almost gets it slapped out. Is able to find Gideon. Gideon on the attack to the basket. Blocked by Okoobo, but a foul gets whistled, and it will be free throws to come for the Reign. It's all coming up for them.
And Gideon, she has taken a massive step up here, having so much more confidence driving to the net. And yeah, we are obviously seeing Team Tide not too happy with that call, but regardless, Gideon making all the difference here to get Team Reign back off on the right foot coming into the second half of this game.
We're seeing Sam Grant come on for Nahida Okoobo. That's tough to see for Okoobo, but it's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Reign have been in control here in the second half. And Gideon hits both these free throws to add on to the misery. Griffith Wallace pushing forward. Has Summer Paul to give a screen, is able to keep it going, gets to her spot at the free throw line, not able to get her to fall. Still a fight here. It will be Summer Paul getting the ball. Whistle goes for the referee. And that's heartbreaking to see. It gets turned over for the Tide. Reign taking control again here, Haley.
It's difficult here, and the bright side for Team Tide, they did put themselves in a good situation coming in, previous to the halfway mark of this game. They're only down by 5 right now, but it feels like they haven't scored in ages now. So they're not in too much of a deficit here, but they got to get something going.
Bapti finding Garvin. Garvin sizing up Paul, looking for someone to make themselves known. It will be Kia Watt. She finds Bapti open for three in the corner. That one doesn't end up going. Rebounded by Sam Grant, and it will be the Tide going the other way. Hilton able to get Dwyer to bite on the pump fake, attacks the basket, and drawing the foul. 2 free throws to come now for Tanaya Hilton.
Well, it had to happen some way or another. I love that Hilton went in so strong there on Gideon. A big presence there. She shook off Dwyer, makes the contact, so at least they'll get a chance to put some more points on the board. But yeah, this is not a pretty sight for Tide. It looks like they're just not getting the shot quality that they want and that they need right now.
Hilton missed the first chance there at the line, but that second free throw is the first points for the Tide. Let's hope that breaks their curse and they're able to capitalize on the opportunity.
Right.
Watt pushing forward here. Pass inside to Garvin, gets tipped, gets picked up by Hilton. Dwyer pops it out again, but it will be Summer Paul now taking control for the Tide. She's going to the basket through contact. 2 more free throws to come for the Tide, and it's starting to turn their way.
Great contact there for Summer Paul. A lot of mix-up happening right there. Ball was going back and forth again. Nobody giving up on that play, but Summer Paul able to come away from it and go in with that contact on Garvin. We can see Garvin's not happy with that call, but regardless, Summer Paul's at the line for 2, trying to make it potentially only a 2-point game.
Paul gets the first to go here, making it a 3-point game. Let's see if she can fully make it a 1-possession situation here. Both fall for Summer Paul. Rain now want to try to regain some control of this tempo, and the Tide are starting to press high on defense. Let's see how that ends up going for him. Dwyer quickly dumping inside to Courtney Perry. Perry kicks it back over to Gideon. And now it's going to be Rain once more. Dwyer for 3, no go. They're still fighting for it. Perry has it back over to Dwyer. She swings it all the way over to Kia Watt.
Big, massive shot there. Rain got so many opportunities on that possession. Tide not doing a good job of rebounding, but Watt will finish it off on a high note.
And what has been the Tide clawing it back, that's a 3 that can kill all sorts of confidence. Hilton giving a chance to try to get those 3 points back, not able to, and after the scramble, Dwyer goes for it through contact, and it will be a foul in favor of the Rain.
Wow, the amount of players that have flown through Summer Paul's shoulder this season is quite impressive. But yeah, Perry doing a great job of grabbing that rebound, Dwyer passing it off to Watt, and she'll hit it, celebrate a little bit, and that is definitely a shot worth celebrating.
The Rain taking their time here to get themselves settled, as they will have a chance to keep growing this advantage here. Ball makes its way into Dwyer. Dwyer kicks it back to Watt, and Watt will control here on the half-court set. Fein to the left, goes right, swings, but no go, and now it will be the Tide going the other way. Campbell on the attack to the basket, not able to get much going. Kicks it out to Griffith Wallace. She launches in transition, nothing on the quick shot. They'll keep on pushing. Okoobo kicking it out to Hilton. Hilton, the finger lay, and that's how you tack on 2.
That was great. Rain giving them opportunity after opportunity, and Hilton absolutely capitalizing off it.
Dwyer wanting to get her own back on the other end, and she does just that.
And we're seeing the 2 we've highlighted this entire game go back and forth here, Dwyer and Hilton. This is prime-time basketball.
Griffith Wallace launching from 3-point range. The high bounce doesn't go in her favor. Courtney Perry gets the board, but it's popped out. Okoobo walks away with it, and she's able to find Hilton. Hilton on the drive, gets a look here right at the elbow. No go on the make. It's picked up by Bapti, and now the Rain able to keep on pushing the other way. And Courtney Perry's a brick wall. We just saw a monster of a screen there.
Yeah, knocked Miranda Campbell down, but Rain doing a great job keeping this ball alive for them.
No go on that 3, and it will be the Tide pushing the other way. Griffith Wallace quickly finding Okoobo on the attack to the basket through contact. and it's a blocking foul on Phoenix Gideon. And wow, Courtney Perry's screen here was obscene.
We gotta take another look. Miranda Campbell, I don't know if she saw it coming or not, but regardless, there was nothing she could get through right there. And we've got a great environment here for the Hoop Queens final with awesome music provided by Universal Music, sounds of Hoop Queens provided by them with premium music choice.
I need to ask, Haley, you talked earlier about so many people being the victim of the shoulder of Summer Paul.
Yeah.
Would you rather have to run into Summer Paul or Courtney Perry?
Oh my gosh. Like none.
It's a terrifying thought.
I feel like both would end up with me face down on the ground, so.
I mean, we've seen players significantly more athletic than us on the receiving end, and it's never a pretty sight.
Yeah, this game's definitely staying super physical, but both of them being such great defensive presences for their teams.
3 minutes remaining here in this third quarter. Reign lead by 4, and they're going to try to add to it here on this possession. Ball makes it to Bree Livingston. She's looking around, trying to get a dance move. Gets it on the scoop. Reign with a massive bucket there, and it will be Tanaya Hilton going the other way, and she gets those 2 points right back. Reign keeping the tempo really high here on the attack to the basket. Bree Livingston called for the travel there, turns it over, tied with a chance once more. But we saw him trade baskets there, Haley. It's been great to see.
Oh, absolutely. And one thing in this game the Tide have handled so well is Bree Livingston. She only has 3 points in this one. She's gone off for 20 points at different times, but the Tide managing her well.
Griffith Wall's not able to score there. Dwyer with the board, gets it out to Livingston, and now she's the one running the break. Going right at Griffith Wall, is trying to get it going, loses it for a moment, able to maintain it. But in the end, she loses it. The Tide force a turnover. And we're seeing both sides make some changes. Brown inbounds here to Campbell. And we'll see how the Tide do here in this half-court set. Hilton bringing it forward. As Okobo's screen takes it, pushing it forward, has Dwyer on her hip, loses the ball there, but able to maintain the possession, attack to the basket, and a possession that seemed lost. Hilton saves it somehow.
She recovered that absolutely seamlessly. Looked like potentially another turnover for Team Tide, but no, she finished it and executed it perfectly.
It's a 2-point game here. Baptiste cut to the back stick, no go, and it will be the Tide looking to keep on pushing. Hilton the one bringing it up. Tanaya Hilton has barrier with the screen, cuts it over, attack to the basket through her contact, not able to make it, and as it goes out of bounds, it will remain Tide ball. 1:32 remaining, and it's just been Tanaya Hilton bringing the magic.
Well, 15 points for her. It's been absolutely incredible. It really looked like she lost it there, but no, she grabbed it, she found space and finished it perfectly.
I don't know how she did it. I could have swore she lost it. It was impeccable to see. Now she gets a chance again from 3. That one doesn't go in her favor, and Reign have the pressure put on them by the Tide. Ball gets popped out. It will remain the Reign here, but the Tide have been bringing up the heat. They're putting on the pressure. It's been intense.
Absolutely, we're seeing a full court press now. Christine Hyde definitely telling them to, and it worked out in their favor.
Ball makes it over to Mae Brown. She makes it, and now the pressure's still up for the Tide. This full court press might just get the Reign going. Dwyer telling them to calm down. Let's move our way. She's pushing forward here. Quick bounce pass over to Gideon. It's not able to connect, and the Tide take over in this tied game.
The Tide have absolutely kicked it up to another level. They couldn't even inbound it before Nay Brown grabbed it off of Baptiste's inbound play and puts it up seamlessly. We saw Christine.
I'm exercising my vulnerability, but you spend all my energy with you. You see me like I don't see me. I want to live in that vision. Hey, that's 2020 low and PRK vision. Every time I lay 16, they stay squirting.
Ball out now over to Janique Griffith Wall as the attack to the basket. No go. And Barrier was trying to keep it in, but a wonderful box out there. Reign able to turn the ball over for themselves.
Yep, and I am loving this intensity here from the Tide. And we're seeing Barrier, and it looks like Gideon getting into it a little bit. Obviously friendly, but less than a minute left here, and the intensity couldn't be higher.
Gideon here on the chest. Whoa! Oko flies in out of nowhere and swats it. She looks a little hobbled following that crazy block. But the Tide walk away, preventing 2 on one and looking to get points on the other, but it's popped out. Gideon has it, able to maintain. They're still keeping the pressure up. Ball makes its way over to Dwyer. She's pushing up now. Goes over to Livingston on the attack to the basket. And those 2 points go in the favor of the Reign. The whistle goes here. Dwyer and Hilton exchanging words. It's really starting to get heated here. But my goodness, Nahida Oko was phenomenal on that block. But we can see the temperature's rising here. And it's not just the fact that it's like 35 degrees right now in Toronto.
But yeah, no, the intensity couldn't be higher right now, but the way that this building just erupted off of that Opa block. Can see her right there. It was so clean. She took a hard fall off after that, but with 15 seconds left on the clock, they continue to have important possessions, and we're still seeing Hilton and Dwyer get into it a little bit here. Lots of yelling, but of course, how many times can we say it? That's the matchup everyone has been waiting to see.
After a lot of deliberation, a lot of words exchanged, and everyone getting into each other's faces, it seems that the reason why we're having a holdup is a spilled drink on the baseline. It seems now the leakage has been sorted, and that's an absolute mess. Got to feel for the staff here at U of T going to have to deal with that post-game.
True, but they do a fantastic job.
They do. We have Janika Griffith-Wallace bringing it up here for the Tide. Barrier setting the screen. Griffith-Wallace takes it, trying to dance past the defender, steps back, launching from 3. Nothing there. Gideon with the board. Gives it quickly to Dwyer. And Dwyer's not able to get the shot off before the end of this third quarter. 40-38. It's a 2-point game, and it's been electric, Haley.
Absolutely. This is definitely the most hype we've seen the crowd and all the players. Couldn't have come at a better time than the Hoop Queens final. And when we come back, we'll have exciting fourth quarter action.
Now you can turn almost anything into soft serve or ice cream with Ninja Swirl. 13 functions, endless scoop or swirl possibilities in the Ninja Swirl by Creamy.
Asia Wilson's on top, top, top. Can't take her spot, spot, spot.
She won MVP, P, 1, 2, and 3. Said she wasn't enough, so she did it for us. Her drips elite. It can't be beat. She said one is clear, 'cause it's the top tier.
Love it on that New York, baby. Took it, struck and picked me up at Newark. Then he took me to the deli and he took his time. He said, I know that you had a long flight, but I got something longer, my New York, baby.
I got me a nice little shop pull up on the B-Day. I'ma walk on stage, my ass on radio. What she say? I been on the E-way. Come on the G-way. She wanna put on my chain, yeah. She wanna put on my DJ. Let it go like a relay. Cause my phone do days.
Yeah, love me a trappin', no dark skin, country old. Got it out the mud, 610, thug gold. Top real sleek, big tip, big gun, no. Pick a girl up when we hunch, strong gold. Hit her, making them play, stacking that pay. Buy me whatever I want, hit her. 3 pointers on the chain, fresh new J's. AMG, switch lanes, never been a road or a lame-o. Never switch.
She said, take your time, what's the rush? I said, baby, I'm a dog, I'm a mutt. She said, take your time, what's the rush? I said, baby, I'm a dog,
you
We're
can
back,
turn
ladies and
almost
gentlemen, and
anything
just
into soft
before we
serve.
went to break,
Or ice
we
cream.
saw Tania Hilton and Lachey Dwyer really getting into it. And when it's the two-star players getting in each other's faces, you have to take notice.
Well, absolutely. We're going to see here what started it. You can see Tania Hilton kind of fall into Dwyer there. Dwyer goes back into the stands, and then they're just questioning each other what's going on here. That honestly continued for a long period of time, pretty much until the break. But as we're in our last week of Hoop Queens in our final game, we of course want to thank all the sponsors who made all of this possible, with the founding sponsors of the William Young Foundation and the Justice Fund. None of this would have been possible without them. And of course, some of our other fantastic sponsors of Foot Locker, who's been outfitting Hoop Queens since 2022, 9 Mile, who's been fueling athletes with meals and of course catering today's event, and Blessed Sister Catering, who's been providing VIP with food for the duration of this season. None of this would be possible without them. And look at what they're helping us get here. Some great basketball.
Bree Livingston hit the three, and he said, sachet away. What a celly that was to start off this fourth quarter, Haley. But now the Tide able to push forward on the other end. The screen from Verrier goes a long way, but now it goes over to Nate Brown. Nate Brown thought about letting it fly. Instead, she's giving space here to launch from mid-range. Her shot doesn't go. It's rebounded by Verrier. They're still fighting for it here. Dwyer from behind. Ball being bounced around, and it will be finally picked up by Garvin, and the Rain bringing it up on the other end. Livingston going up on the transition, and that's 2 more for Bree.
That's what we want to see here. She hasn't been able to contribute as much on the scoring side of this game, but it's coming down to crunch time. This is when she needs to take that step, and she has.
And sometimes you have a star player like Lachey Dwyer that does everything for you, but when the going gets tough, who better to tack on points than your captain?
Kia Watt getting so excited there. A massive play. It's going to lead into a tied ball, but here was that Bree Livingston 3. Had to walk that one off. And yeah, she's come out into this fourth quarter off to a fantastic start, and now we've got tied ball.
Tide inbounding here, it will be Janika Griffith-Wallace finding Nate Brown. That's a deep three-pointer, and it's not going to go for. Tide starting to get a little desperate with their shot selection, but we know what they're capable of. Ball's lost there. It's on the ground. Ball's ruled a kick. It goes the way of the Tide here, and that might be really helpful for them.
Well, we've had an extremely chaotic sequence of plays here, and once again it comes down to grabbing that rebound, taking care of the ball. It's causing extra opportunities that the opponents do not want to see.
Hilton bringing it up, has Dwyer on her. Verrier coming to set the screen. Garvin with a great job on the switch, playing over, but the coverage gets lost. Hilton jumps in, and that's a beauty from Tania Hilton.
That is a massive 3 there, bringing this game to a 5-point deficit for the Tide, but we need to see more of that.
Ball keeps on going. It gets swung on over to Watt. Watt finding Gideon. Gideon trying to dance around here. Deep mid-range jumper. High bounce, no go. It's rebounded now by Sam Grant. Sam Grant giving over to Hilton. They slow it down. Tide saying, let's take our time. We know that this game, we're trailing, but let's play our game. Let's play it our way. Hilton's chance there doesn't go, but it will remain Tide possession. We're seeing them start to control the tempo here, Hayden.
Definitely, and like we've been saying, this game has been going back and forth of one team just absolutely dominating right now. But right now, with massive 3s from Hilton, we're seeing the Tide really claw their way back into this one. But again, you have Bree Livingston keeping the reign in this game.
Griffith-Wallace looking to have Hilton come flare up, is able to get it. That's a crazy 3 to take, and it's just not going to go her way, but not able to corral it is Kia Watt. The Tide get to keep applying the pressure here.
Yep, they've got 5 seconds left on the shot clock here. Loving the effort from Watt, just wasn't able to come out in her favor.
Hilton able to catch, launches it immediately from 3, high bounce off the rim. It keeps on being the chance here. Verrier has it, quickly hands it over to Janika Griffith-Wallace. Griffith-Wallace here taking the screen, trying to get something going. Baptiste smothering her. She's smothering her, but Griffith-Wallace doing everything she can. Steps back, launching from 3, and that one doesn't go. And that is clamps.
Yeah, the defense right there from Baptiste. She's had some massive moments in this game. causing a lot of turnovers or shot clock violations there, but yeah, she did an excellent job right there. Never let her get out of her sights once.
I need to ask you. I'm sorry, but you came in and told me this was a call-up?
Yeah, she was a call-up for Team Rain. She's done fantastic this season. In her first game with them, she had a massive buzzer beater at one point, really making a statement. And there she is once again.
I said it already and I'll say it again. She was a call-up?
Yeah.
Impeccable from Sarah Bapti here, and she makes the Rain lead by 8. And that's going to be massive heading into what is coming here. The Rain are getting amped. They're getting into it. And I mean, rightfully so. Everything's turning up their way right now.
Well, absolutely. And you can see the body language of Team Tide right now, especially on that bench, looking a little defeated here. But now's not the time to be defeated, because as we're getting closer to target score.
Hilton here loses the ball for a moment, but is able to maintain it. Dwyer comes over to help. Instead, it will be Hilton with a little bit of the finger lay, but it doesn't go her way. They're still fighting for the ball here. It will be tied. It will be tied. That's the ruling there on the jump ball. And with 6:27 remaining here, we're closing it on the 4-minute mark. It's time to remind any viewers at home about how these games end. The traditional scoring is the clock winds down. It's the end of the quarter. If they're tied, they go to overtime. Here in Hoop Queens, though, we do it a bit differently. We have target score. Essentially, the target score, the way it works, is you will play until a team hits a certain score. At the 4-minute mark, whatever team is leading, you add 8 points to their score. And when you add those 8 points to the score, whatever team hits that next point total first is the one that walks away with the win. So for example, if the leading team has 80 points, you tack on 8. From there, the first team to make it to 88 points is the one that walks away with it. We're coming back from this timeout now, and we'll see where things end up turning for them. But man, the Rain have been in control here.
DiBiase lays it up and in. To Kennedy.
Anxiety, keep on trying me. I feel it quietly, trying to silence me. Yeah, my anxiety can't shake it off of me. Somebody's watching me, and my anxiety.
No cane, I don't feel nothing. Get out your feelings, get in your bed. I drop the ceiling, some man. Hot test, take it off.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen, here from that timeout. And so far, the Rain have stretched out to an 8-point advantage, but you can't count the Tide out just yet, Haley. They might just have another ace up their sleeve.
They do, and we're seeing lots of different elements come into play. Danielle Garvin has been forcing so many jump balls all over the place. The Tide have had possession after possession. But yes, down by 8 right now. About 2.5 minutes until that first dead ball triggers some target score. So right now, the Tide's gonna have to capitalize on all these opportunities they're getting to close this gap for them.
There's one thing we know, though, is that anything can change on a whim. Ball makes its way to barrier. She's not able to get the shot up before the shot clock goes, and that's a turnover that's gonna hurt the Tide. But the Rain are definitely stoked to be able to get the ball back there. Dwyer brings it up here for Team Rain. Moves over here to the left wing, takes the screen from Garvin. Quick pass over to Bapti. Bapti driving in, trying to get the teammate. Gives it over to Livingston. Her drive in, step over, launching there. Able to get her own miss. The putback, no! Not able to get her to fall. And that's unfortunate for Bree Livingston, because what a clip that would have been.
Right. Yeah, that was great there, but it looks like she picked up the foul.
Hey, it happens to the best of us. Honestly, that's just what happens. They're tied, though. They're sighing relief here. They're hoping to really turn this back with another opportunity here.
Absolutely.
The chance there for the Tide, able to get a second chance here thanks to Fred Lane barrier. Brown swings over to Paul. Paul trying to get set here on the attack to the basket through contact. Blocked by Garvin, and the Reign gets to go the other way. Dwyer going to the basket through contact, draws the foul, and on one end a spectacular block turns to a chance to tack on two at the line on the other.
And the connection between Garvin and Dwyer all season has been extremely apparent. And Dwyer, again, she just pushes the pace of this team, and with how strong she can go and attack the basket, she's either ending up with the basket or at the line. So having that one be the one who can get them out in transition has been extremely helpful to them. And they have the potential to pull away with this lead even more.
First free throw doesn't fall for her. We know the Tide are praying that everything ends up falling their way. And both free throws are missed by Lachey Dwyer. And the ball gets signaled to be Tide ball following that situation there. Griffith Wallace to inbound, able to find Hilton. Hilton back to Griffith Wallace, and Tide now pushing forward. Just over 5 minutes remaining here in this fourth quarter. Tanae Brown sizing up. Able to cross over, drive to the basket, scoop lay, and it's blocked by Garvin. And Garvin able to keep it pushing, gives it over to Dwyer, and now she's the one that's going to be running. She's the one that's going to be pushing, going through contact on the attack to the basket. No call there from the refs. And you know Dwyer's not going to be pleased about that one, but it's Hilton going the other way. Tide going forward, the attack on the basket, and that's 2 points they really need.
Yeah, they absolutely do. That was a great sequence for them. Summer Paul getting in the lane of Dwyer, not getting the call, and of course, Hilton turning that into offense.
Ray now want to try to capitalize following that failed possession. It will be Lachey Dwyer driving in, Hilton stepping up on defense, but the screen from Gideon might be too much. Dwyer's jumper swirls out, it's rebounded by Gideon. She wants the second chance point, and does just that, and she's letting everyone in here know just what that means.
Absolutely, she's been crucial and coming up big for them in these massive moments that are game altering.
Griffith Wallace with a deep three. It doesn't go in her favor. It's rebounded by Bapti, and it will be the Reign running again the other way. Has Garvin on the left-hand side. Instead, she's going to take it herself, not able to convert it, and it's Fred Lane Verrier who rebounds it here.
And it looks like Kia Watt might have tweaked her ankle or something here.
That's a dead ball here, which means we have a target score of 58.
Well, one thing that has been especially well here, and something that is only going to help out Team Reign now when we have this target score and they're only 8 points away from the title of Hoop Queens, has been their defense. Dwyer has been especially difficult on Hilton here. Garvin, we've said it a million times, her offense isn't going the best it ever has, but the amount of jump balls she's caused tonight, causing turnovers and cutting off momentum of plays. We can't say enough about Sarah Bapti and her suffocating defense. They've been extremely disciplined when it comes to defense. They only have one team foul here. And the blocks, they've just been extremely important. I think we really got to give it up to Garvin right now. Perry hasn't been on the court as much because Garvin is being so dominant in the paint, grabbing rebounds, getting blocks, giving Team Reign extra possessions.
And yeah, for both these sides though, it has been a game of defense. The previous games that we've seen across the last couple of weeks, we've seen target scores in the 80s. We've seen target scores in the deep 70s. This week, we're not even cracking 60. The defense this week has been the story for both these sides.
Yeah, absolutely. A target score of 58 here. It's not because of the lack of offense that's the main reason it is lower. It's because of the heightened ability of defense on both sides, like you're saying here. And Summer Paul has been a massive part of that. Again, going back to that possession we just saw where she had her feet planted, she didn't even go for the charge. She didn't fall back. She just stood her ground and ended up affecting that play, leading Hilton into an easy bucket.
Both teams coming back following that stoppage. And it will be the Tide initiating here. And while it's an 8-point mountain for the Reign, it's a 16-point one for the Tide. If they have anything in their locker, if they have any ounce of magic remaining, this is where you need to unlock it. This is where stars are born. Tanaya Hilton keeping it pushing, gives it over to Nay Brown for 3. That one doesn't go. The Reign are pushing the other way. Dwyer pulling up immediately from the elbow. It doesn't go her way, but again, the fight on the offensive glass. It is Summer Paul. She loses it for a moment. Jump ball ruled, and it's the Reign walking away with it there. And that is a massive possession for them.
If you're Team Tide, you obviously are hoping that three-pointer from Nay Brown, a shot she's hit all year, would go in, but of course we have seen crazier things. There has been some crazy comeback wins in Hoop Queens, so the Tide are not counted out of here at all, but Team Reign has a great chance of making it more difficult.
Garvin, an elbow here on the pivot to the face of Summer Paul, and it's going to be a turnover here. The Tide.
And we'll take another look at this here. Oh yeah, that's gotta hurt, but Summer Paul's already standing up.
That's a hard hit. Did she sell a little bit? Maybe. But it's an elbow to the dome.
Yeah.
That's the way things go. Tide really are gonna need this here. They're gonna wanna push forward and take advantage of this opportunity that's fallen into their lap.
Totally, and Summer Paul is going to go to the bench. I doubt that's it for her for the night. We'll probably see her back, but Campbell in for her.
Hilton sizing up the defender. Dwyer now coming to put the pressure, and that's going to be the fight we've seen all night. Dwyer fighting. Hilton still has it. She fades away, not able to get the bucket to go. She pushes for it, not able to get it to go her way. The Reign have it to go push for their first real chance to improve on this target score.
Yep, and we see a little high five there exchange between Dwyer and Hilton. Regardless of the chirpiness in the beginning of this game, ton of respect for these two who have been highlight stars of Hoop Queens this season.
And it's a lost ball on one end, but it's picked up by Livingston on the other. And what seemed like an opportunity dropping down from the heavens, Bree Livingston comes in and snatches it from him. The Tide have a chance here on the half-court set. It's not fully over on this possession.
No.
But when you're able to stop Hilton on that fast break, you're thankful.
Absolutely. We're seeing Livingston go to the bench here for Kia Watt. You got to think that's because of Watt's exceptional defense in this game.
Hilton quickly passing it over to Griffith Wallace. We haven't seen much from the captain today. She might step it up here. Great dump off over to Sam Grant, and she's able to finish it inside for the Tide. Bapty now bringing it up. We're hearing defense chants from the crowd. And it's wonderful to see the atmosphere here, seeing everyone get involved. Lachey Dwyer trying to get her thing. Sweeps inside to Gideon. Her chance falls short. And great defense from Sam Grant resides in the Tide going the other way. Wallace over to Hilton immediately on the three! And that's what you need from Tanaya Hilton. What a time to strike!
Couldn't be more important. The Reign have not been able to get a basket since target score was implemented in this game. A massive moment, and it's just perfect. Over top of Dwyer, that's exactly how Hilton wants to do it, and that changes this game completely.
What was an 8-point hole is now a 3-point hole before they're on level pegging with the Reign on the chase to the target score here. There's no way to mention how massive that three-pointer was, Haley.
And that's exactly why she's the league's MVP. She has been extremely clutch for this team the entire season. And now for Team Reign, how many times have we seen it in this game where a team gets stuck at where they can't create any more offense, but there's no way that can happen here for either of these teams. Team Tide is obviously going to be feeling that shift in favor of them, but Team Reign needs to have a strong possession coming out of this timeout to be able to close this game that looked like it was theirs at one point.
And there's one thing I want to compliment here about this game. I want everyone to watch at home to walk away from this game is the sheer amount of people we have in here today.
Yep.
I chatted pre-game with a couple people. We're seeing about 1,000 people or so in this gymnasium, which is almost the capacity that we have here.
Yeah, it's a fantastic turnout to close up season 4 of Hoop Queens. This has been a thrilling season, and I can't believe how great of a finals game we're getting to close it up.
The ambience here is fantastic. The question now is, just how good will the finish resemble the outcome? Dwyer gives it over to Garvin. Garvin back to Dwyer, who's trying to get something going here. Courtney Perry back on the court, giving a screen, but it will be Dwyer trying to get something pushing. Gives it over to Garvin. The shot clock goes, and the tight defense from the Tide continues. Both these teams are smothering one another here, Haley.
Yeah, that's a difficult play there for Rain. We haven't seen Garvin take many shots, so when your team tied, and they did a great job recognizing that, she's probably not going to pull that three. So they focused in on Dwyer. They had Perry come up. They did an excellent job.
Griffith Wallace quickly finds Oko Obo. She's back in following her injury from the block, and even though she has the wrap on the leg, she tacks on 2 more. The Tide are bringing it. Dwyer pushing forward. The screen from Garvin gets popped out. It will be the Tide, and we're seeing Griffith Wallace tell him, cool it, cool it.
Yeah, slowing it down here. There has been struggles with both of these teams of taking care of the ball. Now's not the time for any bad turnovers here. It's time for big shots.
Ball back inside to Oko Obo. She finds Nay Brown in the corner for 3. It's short, but Nay Brown gets her own board. She's able to keep on pushing here for the Tide. Gives it over now to Campbell. Her 3 is long. It's rebounded by Oko Obo. The Tide have it. And again, Griffith Wallace tells them, let's breathe.
Right.
She pulls up here from the elbow. High bounce, no go. Rebounded by Oko Obo. Goes up. It gets waved off regardless, even though Oko Obo wasn't able to make it. The refs call the foul. Rain get it going the other way.
Rain definitely get bailed off there. We'll take another look at this here. And yeah, Garvin just pushed out of position, because we know Garvin, if she's in position, she's going to go and fight for that. So that's a great call there. And Team Rain, again, stuck at 50 here. This is probably going to be one of the most important possessions of the game for them, because they're not going to want to give up this lead to Tide after holding on to it for so long.
And after a quick deliberation here by the refs, we're now going to be seeing the ball inbounded. And it will be the Rain. As you mentioned, this possession is crucial. All the momentum's on the other side. Are you able to pull something out of your locker here? Lachey Dwyer driving over to her left, kicks it over to Livingston. She goes to the basket, dumps over to Perry. Power dribble from Courtney Perry. And I almost said Christina Perry, but either way, that play was music to the ears of Rain fans.
Yeah, that was a very important play. They did a great job of using her size. When Team Tide is smuggling them on defense, she used her body and her size to get in good positioning.
Hilton's 3, no go there. Rebounded by Garvin, who's in the perfect place at the perfect time. Now Lachey Dwyer's bringing it up the other way. Hop step from Dwyer through contact. And the referee says 2 free throws here for Lachey Dwyer, and she's amped at the chance here to tack on more for the Rain.
Absolutely. We'll get another look at this here with Team Rain now having the chance to come in 5. But yeah, Summer, Paul, and Hilton there. Dwyer went through the middle of them, grabbing contact.
It is loud in here, and while the Tide fans are trying to distract Dwyer, the fans of the Rain are cheering her on after she hit the first one.
All right, it's so great to see, because visually looking at the crowd, you can't tell which side everyone's on, but you hear the cheers, and everyone has their side, of course.
The second free throw's missed, but it will be, once again, the Rain going. Ball makes its way over to Garvin, and that signature midi doesn't fall for her. But they still keep the pressure on. It's all the Rain now. Dwyer, quick swing over to Bapti. Has a chance at 3 instead, going to the basket on Oko Obo. Swatted by Oko Obo, and it will be the Tide going the other way. Brown, quick over to Summer Paul. She's going to the basket through contact. Free throws to come here for Summer Paul.
And Summer Paul has been flying all over this court. The crowd definitely erupted on the last possession when she hit the floor. But this one is clearly a foul. We'll take a look here as she tries to drive baseline, but runs into Perry there. Difficult matchup, but again, a chance to make this game even closer.
It is loud in here.
It is.
It's like a thunderstorm.
Yeah.
That was terrifying, if I'm being honest. Summer Paul able to hit the first. Misses the second free throw, rebounded by Garvin, and now the Reign are pushing on the other way. They are only 5 points away from a championship. Ball makes its way to Livingston. Livingston back to Dwyer. Dwyer smothered by Hilton. Hilton trying to take it baseline. Goes in, stepped out of bounds! And Team Tide keeps it going in their favor.
Both of these teams not risking taking the three-point at this point. We're seeing possession after possession where it's a drive to the baseline or drive straight into the paint where they're getting a lot of contact, but unfortunately it ends up like that, where Dwyer steps out of bounds and the possession ultimately just hurts them at the end of the day.
Once again, calmly bringing it up is Janika Griffith-Wallace. She finds Hilton. Hilton with a spin through contact! It's free throws to come here now for Tanaya Hilton.
We'll take another look at this one because her ball handling at this point was so great. She got a quick pass in and a spin move on Livingston.
And the thunderous rumbling across the arena welcomes a Tanaya Hilton free throw. It's a 2-point game here, and the Tide sit 7 away from glory. Both fall. Both fall for the Tide. In this game, you cannot separate either of these teams. Dwyer pushing here on the left-hand side, has Courtney Perry for the screen, takes it, Hilton hits the ground, Dwyer open from the mid-range, not able to get it to fall, it's rebounded by Paul, and it will now be the Tide. Janika Griffith-Wallace again, slow, steady, let's churn it out, let's get our best look. She finds Hilton. Hilton here dances inside. 1, 2, the step, the attack, the points! The Tide take the lead!
She danced around Courtney Perry there for the perfect lane and perfect opportunity and perfect timing for the Tide to take the lead.
Tide are 4 points away from glory. But how did the Reign respond? Ball swung to Bapti. Bapti here on the drive has Griffith-Wallace stepping up, finds Garvin. She's money usually from this mid-range, but not there. It's still going to be the Reign though. Bapti back to Garvin. Garvin trying to do something. Griffith-Wallace with a check. Ball makes it over to Dwyer. Contested. 3. High bounce off the rim. No go. They're still fighting. They're still fighting. It's Bapti. She has it over to Livingston. Attack to the basket. Wonderful find for Courtney Perry. And one!
Gotta be the possession of the game here. Not only did Bapti get the rebound so many times for this, but the insane pass from Livingston to Perry. We've seen it once in this game, it worked out this way. A second time, and it couldn't come at a better time.
We've talked about how that foul earlier, how is this going to affect Courtney Perry? Are we going to see as much of her as possible? Livingston finds her, and as you said, there might not be a more influential basket in this game than that one. She makes the free throw. 2 points from glory. Our team Reign, and a timeout has been called.
Honestly, I think, of course, that pass was incredible, but one of the most important parts of that play was Bapti continuing to rebound and that pass. The three of them all working together on that play, and Garvin in the back celebrating there. She obviously didn't get the shot to fall, but Bapti being able to rebound it, getting it to Livingston, the connection between Perry and Livingston has been immaculate all season long, and it is paying off.
Griffith-Wallace slowing it down, bringing it forward. Decides to keep it herself, now finds Hilton. Hilton smothered by Dwyer, now Livingston switches. We're seeing Hilton go to the basket, gets the shot up, no foul called, but it's still Hilton again. How does she maintain that? I don't know, she's still fighting, she still has it! And it will be a shot clock violation. The heroics from Tanaya Hilton go to waste. The Reign take possession again.
The way that she's able to track that ball is so impressive, but she can't get it to fall. And the Reign definitely have a chance to close it out here. But yeah, the defense in this game has been crazy. Livingston doing a great job knocking it off. But yeah, Baptiste involved in that too. Livingston just delaying that play because they knew the shot clock was winding down. The discipline there to not follow is so incredible. And again, now it comes down to the Reign potentially being able to close this game out on the next possession.
2 points away from glory. How do you think the Tide are going to approach this possession?
I honestly think they don't have to change much. They've been playing extremely smuggling defense this entire game. I think the matchups between the players has been immaculate. Summer Paul has been fighting for every single rebound, so having her down in the paint I think is super important. And honestly, they've done a great job of wearing them down where it comes to the ball for Team Reign being passed between two players and they don't want to take that shot. So I think forcing them out to the perimeter is going to be the key. We know Team Reign is not the most comfortable with the three, and in a moment like this, they're definitely uncomfortable to take that shot. So forcing them out to the perimeter and staying disciplined. You don't want this to end on free throws. You can't foul here.
If I'm the Tide, I'm running a box and one. Force everyone to take a three unless that person is Lachey Dwyer.
Yeah.
We're coming back from this timeout. It means everything for everyone on this court. If you're at home and you're wondering what basketball means to everyone, if you're wondering the impact women's basketball has on a community, look at the stands. Look at everyone involved. This is the community we have, and this is just the beauty we have all around us. Reign with a chance to win it here. Baptiste quickly finding Dwyer, attack to the basket. Is this the one? Yes! Game, season, Team Reign are your season 4 champions, and it's all thanks to Lachey Dwyer putting the icing on the cake.
What an ending we have here with Dwyer. We talked about it earlier. She didn't get the league MVP. She totally could have as well. Both her and Hilton are so deserving of that award. One gets the MVP, but Dwyer gets to walk away with the championship, ending it off in the sweet spot she found last week in that paint. And Team Reign closes out season 4 on top.
You can see what this means for everyone here.
The celebrations are continuing because of this shot right here is classic. She's made a trillion of those all season long. They gave her space and she closed it off. It was a great effort from Team Tide. This was a fantastic game, but you have to give credit to Team Reign for battling this entire season, coming into the semifinals with a losing record and walking away with the title.
There is no words to describe what this means to everyone involved. And the good sportsmanship here to show. In the end, we're proud of how we got here. What a season this was of Hoop Queens basketball. Team Reign win 58-54 against Team Tide in one of the craziest one.
Coming up very shortly here, the MVP of the game will be announced. and I don't know if it's possible for it to not be Dwyer. But first, we're going to hear from the founder of Hoop Queens, Kisa K.
Music. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for coming today. I was getting emotional watching those last few buckets go in, and I honestly couldn't believe it that you guys love Hoop Queens, no matter where we are. I appreciate everyone for showing up for these ladies and providing this platform for them to show out, because, ladies, I'm so proud of you. This season has been so long but so short. I want to give a special thanks to my volunteers, all my volunteers. Can you please give a round of applause for my volunteers and my staff? And a special shout out to all our partners over here for investing and putting money where their mouth is. Thank you so much. And honestly, everyone, I'm proud of you for showing up, and I appreciate from the bottom of my heart. You know, women's basketball is on the rise, and we're here. We're here, baby. Let's get it.
All right, guys, one more time. Let's give Kisa a big round of applause. Now, guys, don't go nowhere. We still got to announce our finals MVP. I think you guys already know who it is. She hit the game-winning shot. Ladies and gentlemen, your finals MVP, number 4, Lachey Dwyer. 13 points, 12 rebounds, double-double. You are our finals MVP. You got some more hardware to add to your collection. Shout out to Foot Locker as well, too. They've just hooked you up as you are our Foot Locker player of the game. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time. Lachey Dwyer, your finals MVP at Hoop Queens. Lachey Dwyer, I need you to put that trophy up in the air one time. All right, I want to call up, as I have Team Rain, I want to call up the head coach. CJ, come here. I saw how hard you fought each and every week. Ladies and gentlemen, give her a round of applause. Of course, GB, Gibson Edible, come here as well too. I'm going to get you guys. You know, let's do it around. Let's come around. Guys. I'm gonna get the players around. Ladies and gentlemen, I need both coaches to put your hands on this hardware and lift it up one time. Cause guys, Team Rain is your Hoop Queens Season 4 champion! All right, I need everybody to put these t-shirts on. 2025 champs. Where's Dakota? Here you go. Of course. GM in the building. We got to make sure you're good. And right now, we have our finals MVP with the trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time. Let's give it up for our Hoop Queens 2025 champions, Team Rain! Once again, like we said, a big shout out to all our sponsors, volunteers, everybody who came out each and every week.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen. What a season this was. Team Rain came out on top in what has to be one of the most magical endings in the histories of Hoop Queens, Haley.
It was so very exciting. Team Tide put up a great fight, but Team Rain was so extremely dominant coming down in those closing moments. We saw how exciting target score was. It worked out so well, not only this entire season, but to give us a great ending in the final game.
Team Rain reigns supreme. From Lachey Dwyer to Bree Livingston, everyone in here, we want to thank you for watching and supporting Hoop Queens. You better be here for season 5. It's only going to get better. I'm Julian Quintero Verano. She's Haley Hopkinson. Thank you so much for watching, and you have a fantastic rest of your day.
And if you hear this song, then go and bend your back. Go and bend your knees, baby, shake it to the max. The DJ please turn up the bass to the max. Please just rewind, let me shake it to the max.
6. Yeah, Papa. What is 6? Start it up like this. Me drop on me, but it like no mileage. You see me smile, don't know I'm hurt. All the things when me go through, yet still me learning. Dark situation, but a great man. Reach out point in my life when I want it. Me stay strong, better you don't know about that. Better you don't know about that. Better them not know about that. Better them not know about.